Secondly, it is evident that we have been slowly, some people would say rapidly, destroying the environment and the wonderful world that God has created. However, in just a few weeks following the cancellation of the majority of flights and the lockdown resulting in a significantly reduced number of cars on the road, with people now working from home where possible, we have seen massive improvements in air quality. Pollution levels plummet. Cleaner waters. You've probably heard the story of fish now appearing again in the canals of Venice, and wildlife returning. Again, did you see the pictures of a herd of marauding goats taking over a Welsh seaside town because there were no people there? I don't know about you, but I can really notice the difference on my daily walks. The air is cleaner, everything seems much fresher, and the singing of the birds even louder. The new ways of working that have been forced on us have shown that we don't need to travel as much as we used to. It is possible to work from home and replace face-to-face meetings with video conferencing or using other technology. And thirdly, many people had become too selfish and only bothered about their own wants and needs, and not caring or aware of the needs of others. Again, it has been wonderful to see how communities have come together to support and help others, particularly the vulnerable people living in our community. Support groups have been established, notes put through people's doors from neighbours they didn't really know, offering practical help. Over 750,000 people signed up as volunteers in just a couple of weeks. And so many people from all walks of life doing amazing things to raise money for charities. The example that inspired me, and I'm sure all of us this week, was Captain Tom Moore, who will turn 100 at the end of April. He's managed to raise over £17 million for the NHS after setting an initial target of just £1,000 by walking 100 times around his garden. Suddenly, there does appear to be this feeling of togetherness and sense of community which has been missing for so long. Many people are saying, I can't wait to get back to normal, or asking the question, when will we be able to get back to normal? I have to say, do we really want to get back to normal? If normal is failing to appreciate others and taking everything for granted? If normal is continuing to destroy the beautiful world that God has created? And if normal is failing to care for and support our local communities? When Noah was finally able to get off the ark, the world was very different, and God called out to Noah, "The world is dry, the world is clean, and now you and your family and all the animals must fill it with life again." And you can see just how joyful everybody was as they came out of the ark, both Noah and all the animals. Perhaps we'll be like this when the lockdown is finally released. So let us look at our rainbows as a sign of positivity, of hope and togetherness, and remember the story of Noah and reflect on the first rainbow that God created to celebrate his fresh, clean world. And when it is over, the church and all of us at St. Peter's must ensure that we do not return to normal, but we take account of all the lessons we have learned over the last few weeks and lead by example to ensure we continue to value and pray for all those key workers without whom our society would not function. That we do not destroy the beautiful world that God has created. And we continue to work and look for new ways of how we can provide support across our wider parish and community. Now we will declare our faith by singing the Creed, after which Catherine Ellie will lead our intercessions, and then we will sing our final hymn, Jesus is Lord.